Hey, welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? If you guys want to see how I did this little hibiscus sunset makeup by Raquel inspired look, keep watching and I'm gonna break it down. This is the look she had posted and I scrolled by it the other day and absolutely fell in love. So I'm super excited to try to recreate this look. I am going to be mainly using my matte book case. My matte book palette by the Crayon case. Okay, so this is what this palette looks like. I really love this palette. This is the first time I've got to play around with it, and so far I'm super impressed. I feel like if you haven't been able to get your hands on the James Charles palette, that this matte book palette will be a pretty good dupe-ish kind of moment. Of course, since obviously the matte book, there are no shimmer shades in this whatsoever like the James Charles palette. I'm gonna show y'all for comparison. So this is the James Charles palette. I think it's got like 39 shadows in here, but it's got this row in the middle of transition shades that are in bigger pans, and then we've got the colorful moments all throughout the palette. This matte book right here, all colorful shades, and then we've got the bigger pans of transition shades on the bottom, so you definitely can create everyday looks with this. There's just no shimmers. So still a really good palette. I'm excited to get into this. So I already primed my eye using my MAC paint pot with the Morphe M224 brush. I just picked it up, popped it all over my eye, and then I used this M173 to just kind of buff out the edges so that when I put on my foundation, everything's really smooth. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick up a little bit of, I don't know what shade this is, from the James Charles palette. It is the shade Love That. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Love That, and then I'm gonna mix it with that neon-y pink moment from the Crayon Case palette on an M456, and I'm just gonna pack that into my crease. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the red from the Crayon Case and just blend that out on top of the pink. This looks scary AF, you don't gotta lie. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I was in the middle of doing this and I got scared myself. But I have just come to the realization that eyeshadow and makeup in general has several ugly moments before shit pulls together and it looks good. So carrying on, I'm gonna take the orange from the Crayon Case palette and the yellow. I'm gonna blend the orange on top of the red and then blend the yellow on top of the orange till we get this little gradient moment right here. All right, now I'm going to cut my crease. I'm using this Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C1. It is a super white concealer, and I love to use it to cut this here crease because it always makes my shadows pop. So cut the crease real quick, and to cut your crease, you just want to pick up a nice flat brush, get it coated with a concealer, pop a little bit of that concealer on the center of your eye, and then real carefully look up. I don't know why that's so hard for me to do. All right. Look up and you see this line right here? That's how high up you need to carve out your lid. So I'm just gonna go ahead and carve out my lid. Alright, now that I have carved out my lid on this eye, I'm going to pick up Love That again on an M506, a super tiny little blending moment, and really lightly define right above this line. And now that we have the lid nice and carved out and defined, I'm going to start putting the colors in on the lid. I'm going to start with the yellow, then go to the orange, red, and pink onto this little lid here. So we got this eye done for the most part. Now we're about to get into the hard stuff. This is what separates the boys from the men. I don't know how to say. Okay. Anyway, this is the hard part. It's really honestly not that hard, but like it's a little harder. But I'm gonna take my paint pot in the shade Painterly on a M410 brush, and I'm going to draw out the shape of my eyeliner with my paint pot, and then I'm gonna fill it in with the eyeshadow so we get this little rainbow liner moment we got going on over here. So just say a prayer, because I'm gonna do the same. I feel like if I say so one more time, all of my 7 subscribers are gonna unsubscribe. But anyways, so now that we have this rough outline-ish moments going on, it's okay if shit's like messy over here. We're gonna clean it up with a makeup wipe and then clean it up with some concealer. But now I'm just gonna take a super tiny, I can never find anything, but I'm gonna take a little brush and I'm gonna take this little brush right here. And we're gonna use the same colors that I used on the lid, but in the opposite order. So I'm gonna start with the deeper pink in the front of the little liner moment. I'm just gonna take this little itty bitty brush. It doesn't have a number on it, but it's a Morphe brush. And just start filling in this paint pot moment. Went ahead and did most of my face makeup off camera and finished off my eyes. I just need to pop on some highlight, lips, and lashes, obviously. Then we're done. Y'all know I do my lashes after I finish all of my face makeup because I don't like to have setting spray build up in my lashes. So I'm gonna use this Crayon Case on a roll highlight and just a little fan brush. And I need some spray. So we're gonna go ahead and spritz this. You know I like to look like a little light bulb. Oh, look at that. My eyebrow, not sure whose side you're on, sis, but we're gonna get you information today. I ain't got time for straggling brow hairs. And I'm just gonna use the shade MUA and Unapologetic. They're just two really neutral shades. And I'm just using a Morphe brush. Not sponsored, but should be. No, but I really do love Morphe products. I have loved Morphe products before the hype. I've been using Morphe. Oh, what? I use a lot of Morphe brushes. Actually, I mainly use Morphe brushes. I maybe have like 1 or 2 brushes from like my butter fingers. I have like 1 or 2 brushes from Sephora, but other than that, we're Morphe gang in this thing. So now that we got some highlight on and we got mother trucking blush on, we're gonna use my Morphe setting spray. You guys can use my code BANKROLLMY for 10% off. Just kidding. You guys know I don't have a code.
This stuff smells so good.
I gotta remind myself not to be wasteful because honestly, I didn't even need setting spray. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to look for my found them. I'm gonna pop my lashes on real quickity splickety. And these are the Baddie B lashes in the style Extra. Now it's time to pop on some lipstick. But before I go in with lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the lip scrub. Oh my God, y'all, like, what am I, like the plug of Instagram brands? Like, we're gonna use our Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This stuff's edible too. Just gotta throw that out there. Obviously, I just made a whole meal of it. But that flavor is peach popsicle. They're completely vegan and completely edible. So don't judge. Do judge. I don't care. Do what you do. Oh. We're just gonna go in with a little nude lippy combo. I'm gonna use Cork by good old MAC Cosmetics. If I can find this. Still got a little sugar there. And then I'm gonna use Clean Kisses by the Crayon case. I really love this lip gloss. And here we have our finished look. I think this came out pretty good. Gotta throw this disclaimer out here. I'm not a real makeup artist. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just play around and pray for the best. So this is as good as it gets. I'm happy with how it came out, but I'm about to wash this all off anyways. But I hope you guys like this video, and if you do, make sure you subscribe to this channel of mine, and I'll get to posting some more videos. Adios.